Good morning from the ALA Washington office. This is Lisa Lindle. I'm the Grassroots Communication Specialist here at the office, and I just wanted to give you a quick tour and tell you a little bit more about what we do here. It's a bit early at the office, so you'll have to meet the staff in another video or 3, but at the moment there are about 16 people that work here. That includes our admin staff, the Office of Information Technology Policy, and the Office of Government Relations. We also have a fine collection of read posters. What office would be complete without them? My favorite is probably the Barbara Gordon poster, but I'm a nerd, so that probably isn't a big surprise. Now, you might be wondering, why does the American Library Association need to have a staff in DC? Librarians aren't politicians. And you would be right, but here's the thing. There are a lot of legislation and policies that get made in DC that have a big impact on libraries, and the Washington office basically exists to make sure that those policies and legislations have a positive and not a negative effect on libraries. That means working with a lot of coalitions and building partnerships inside the Beltway, and generally those partnerships take place with groups that have interests similar to ours. So think education and equal access to technology and information, privacy, that sort of thing. More specifically, the Office of Information Technology Policy does work that ensures that library technology policy supports the work that librarians do, and that means everything from strong copyright policies to ensuring that patrons just have access to good Wi-Fi. The Office of Government Relations follows that legislation and works to communicate what the library community needs to members of Congress. So our ultimate goal is to ensure that legislators know when a bill will positively or negatively impact a library. And then we work with different coalitions and reach out to congressional staff directly. It also means that we issue advocacy alerts to the members. So if you've ever gotten an email from the Washington office asking you to call or email Congress, that email is actually coming from the Office of Government Relations. We handle all of the campaigns and communications when we need someone to take action by emailing or calling members of Congress to tell them about a bill or piece of legislation that we're supporting or opposing. We also have a press officer on staff who helps us communicate those campaign efforts, so to journalists or news outlets within DC and then also further abroad. I might have Nancy come on board and talk a little bit about what that process looks like and how that could translate into work that your library does. So if you're interested, let me know in the comments. Of course, much like the Chicago office, we also keep a number of books in our office, though our library is a lot smaller by comparison. Our staff librarian, Stephen, maintains that collection. And if you wait 1 second, I will just peek into the library. Here we go. So the library looks a little bit different than it used to. We're in the middle of doing some renovations so that we can use the library space for some collaboration work and brainstorming efforts for our meetings. So everything looks a little transitory right now. And of course, here is my office. There isn't a lot to see, but I will show you some of my posters and tell you a little bit more about the work that I do in future videos as well. So there you have it. That's the ALA Washington office in a nutshell. There is a lot of cool stuff going on in this office, and I'll be coming back on a monthly basis to check in with you guys, tell you a little bit more about the work that's going on here, and talk to you about the issues that are affecting libraries. And also probably to have a little bit of fun. So if you have any questions or if you just want to say hi, catch me in the comments.